Before we kick this video off, I've got to give the F450 a huge shout out today because everybody thinks that I was actually staging it, but we're going to get into that. This thing is looking absolutely killer. I keep this thing a lot cleaner than I ever have lately. It just looks freaking killer. As you can see, my own reflection in it. That rarely ever happens with the F450. Those who know me and those who know I don't usually keep my trucks spotless, but lately I've just been digging this clean look of the F450. I'm glad we didn't actually do the 6x6, which we will do. I have a bunch of people asking if we actually are going to do a 6x6. I do believe we are going to do a 6x6 build. I just don't think it's going to be with this F450. Stay tuned. Don't ask any questions, just take it for what it's worth. I don't think we're going to use this F450 to do that because I absolutely love this truck. Secondly, I want to give a huge happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Killer day. I had an absolute awesome weekend with the kids. As you can tell, the Tahoe behind me was a little bit of a mixer up. You can tell by my presence on film today versus yesterday. Yesterday I was definitely bummed, I was definitely gloomy, and I'm going to go ahead and roll the footage of what we were supposed to be doing with this right now. We have got the bumper in hand and we're actually back at the house already. So Brian, huge thanks for all the support and everything. He's actually a subscriber to the channel. Sorry I didn't have much time to talk, I had to get somewhere, but we've got the bumper here. I think we're good to go. And again, like I said, the only thing we're going to do is we'll make a plate for this and cover this up so it doesn't say Jeep on the front of it. But I think it should be good enough. It measures 69 inches from corner to corner. I believe I measured that out to be like 71. So 2 inches really isn't going to make a difference as long as I center this thing properly. But without further ado, let's get the Tahoe down here and try to get our test fitting done. All right, so as you can see, we were actually intending to put a bumper on the Tahoe build here, right? Everybody that said that it was staged, I already had the parts coming and everything. I didn't have a radiator support coming, so that obviously got mangled. That's going to cost me more than the video probably will even make. So anybody that thinks that video was staged is an absolute goober in my opinion, and I'm going to call it out right just like that, because if I was going to stage an accident, don't you think I would have put the Civic in this place? I hate that thing. Don't you think I would have put the Corvette over here, which I don't actually hate that thing, but I could afford to destroy that and it would be a better thumbnail, that being in the side of that versus the thumbnail that I put up yesterday, basically leaving the F450 out of it. I was very, very upset that I hit the F450. It is what it is. I would have much rather hit my camper, or now's where it actually comes into real play. I'm actually super, super thankful that the F450 was here because, as you can tell, my neighbor's car is parked literally at the end of the driveway. So I don't think I would have been able to stop it in enough time to, you know, not hit their car. I couldn't obviously turn around it because then you see her husband's car, the Nissan Titan over there. That's obviously another vehicle I did not want to hit. I don't think I would have been able to swerve over into the trailer in that. I think that would have been a mistake. The Avalanche, I think by the time I got to where it was sheer panic, I think I would have already surpassed the Avalanche. So I'm just going to go out on the record and say that I'm super thankful that the F450 was here. I'm super thankful that I hit the front of it. And again, whoever thinks that I actually staged that is a freaking goober. There's a million other things that I would have hit around here other than the F450. I hope you guys understand that. My true followers, I'm sorry you got to listen to that little bit of our rant, but I had to get it off my chest. I've seen a bunch of comments saying that I staged that. I'm going to call it right now. I am actually going to stage something later on. I do have a couple camping trips coming up with my kids and family. And we're going to use the camper here that we're obviously going to go camping and everything. It's actually in decent shape, not in terrible shape, but I've paid no real money for this camper. I think I bought it last year for like 750 bucks or 500 bucks. So you will see a clickbait video that something ran through this later in the months coming up. Don't sit here and keep asking me when we're going to do it because like I said, I got a couple family trips coming up. It'll probably be like the end of August when you see me drive through this thing, but you will see a clickbait video coming very, very soon that we drive the Civic through this monstrosity. Number one, I'm going to be done with the Civic. I don't want to use it anymore. I need the axles for a project that we have planned. I need the drivetrain for something. So the Civic is basically pretty much over. I have a buck bog mud event coming up with that thing, so we're going to actually have to have the Civic ready for that. After that buck bog is over up in Newport, Pennsylvania, that Civic's done. It's toast. I'm not using it anymore. It doesn't really get good views. A bunch of people said that I do everything for views, so I'm going to start view counting, and we're going to start pulling views for attention. We're going to start making money. We're going to have some fun here, and I hope you guys stick to it. So again, I did not actually intend to destroy the Tahoe here. It ended up happening. Definitely cost me more money than the video will ever generate, so you guys are goobers. So again, we did buy this bumper here to go on the front of this. I actually have been thinking, you can see the bull bar that goes across. I've been actually thinking about cutting the bull bar off and actually using it as a rear bumper for this thing. So let me know in the comments down below, do I actually buy a different front bumper for this? What rear bumper do you want to see on this? Do you want to see that as a rear bumper? You know, this is a build that I kind of want to share with you guys and have some fun with it. So let me know in the comments, do we use that bumper on the rear back here? Do we use it on the front? It does have a winch mount, so it'd be cool to have a winch on the back, and it would be cool to have a winch on the front. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Another thing that we want to talk about real quick before we get into the Q&A is the ramp truck. I do have a video coming up here. This thing is actually a complete wiring nightmare, and it's been kind of a little bit of a headache. That's why you don't see it on the channel. I haven't done anything with it. It runs when it wants to. So I think I have everything figured out. Stay tuned for that. A little bit of wiring issues. Distributor, I think, finally went out completely. So it is what it is. Stay tuned for this video. This should be out later this week. Sorry for everybody that came here for this. You know, I didn't mean to like prolong it. I just kind of got frustrated chasing wires and everything like that. But video coming very, very soon. And yes, I'm going to change my clothes probably 30 times in that video because it's over a period of about 30 days. So stay tuned for that. I appreciate all my followers, all my true supporters. I truly, truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you that go to bat for me when negative comments and things like that are posted. It means the world to me. And to my haters, I appreciate you just as much because you actually keep the bills and the lights on. So haters, I appreciate you. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, smash that like button, and I'm gonna roll the Q&A. So take care, guys. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend with your family and friends, and see you in the next one. Man, that F450 is looking freaking killer. I know I've already talked about it, but at night, I mean, it is actually dark. I can't use the GoPro right now. But while I was in there editing, I actually forgot to say, guys, also, if I was going to run into something, why wouldn't I have ran into the Subaru, which you know is rolled over, or ran over? Guys, please use your noodles. Haters are going to hate, but my true followers, I super appreciate you guys. So yes, we could have ran into the side of this and it wouldn't have affected anything. So if I was going to stage it, guys, use your head. I wouldn't use the F450. All right, now we'll roll the Q&A. Did I? Unbelievable. Literally, as soon as I start filming, they start shooting fireworks. That's going to be a blooper. I'm going to put it at the end. All right, guys, so on Instagram here, you can follow me at sendit_Steve. I said I would do a little Q&A because I had a bunch of questions asked, and I get questions asked daily, which is awesome. I try to do my best to respond to everybody when I can, and before I even kick it off, I'm going to say if I butcher your name, I apologize. I don't try to. It's just kind of hard to read some people's names sometimes. All right, we'll get in here to the first question that I seen, and that was by Charlie Guitar Man. When is the GTA getting finished? Now, before I get into that, I gotta laugh at Austin Boast, B-O-S-T _ because he said, not in this lifetime, which was funny. I'm not gonna lie, I did laugh at that. As soon as I seen Austin's response there, I chuckled, I laughed. I'm sorry about the fireworks going on out there. I can't really do anything about it. But the GTA will get finished probably, I'd say, I just have priorities that I'm trying to take care of right now. So once I get these priorities taken care of, then I can actually see spending the money to restore that car. Again, sorry about the fireworks, guys. It's going to be the 4th of July in a couple days, and I'm not the annoying neighbor, as you can tell. All right, next one to the next one. Cody Keffer 27. Can you do a video with the F450 and Mike's High Country? Yeah, I'm sure we'll be able to get to that before he gets rid of it, hopefully. I was just talking to him about it the other day. Again, can't do anything about the fireworks. It's crazy. Nicholas Karate 21. What was the first car I ever had? I actually had a 91 Ford Ranger. Was the first truck I ever had. Basically, that's it. Just a 91 Ford Ranger, 5-speed, 2-wheel drive. A little old beater pick-em-up truck. And then I had an 88 Honda Civic 4-door. Again, another 5-speed. It was just kind of a puddle jumper. And then I got a 98 Dodge Avenger. So that was probably in 2002, I believe, or 2003. 03 I got that. So I did have a nicer, newer car at the time in high school. But I also had a '04 Toyota Tacoma. I had a '04 Ninja 636. Had a bunch of cool stuff throughout high school. Anyway, John Campbell 891. Are you ever going to change up the wheel and tire setup on the F450? Uh, I might. I've kicked it around. I've talked to a couple companies. I wouldn't mind changing it up. The problem is they're super expensive. To get a 22.5 or a 24.5, you pretty much got to go with American Forces. That's pretty much the only tractor trailer wheel out there that's, you know, a decent looking wheel, and everybody has them. So I haven't really decided to do it. I don't really want to be the same as everybody else, as you can tell by all my projects, everything that I have. Everything I have is different than everybody else, and I try to do it that way because I just like to be different. Justin _ Irving _ what's the deal with the Mazda? And I'm assuming he's talking about the RX-8. My kids actually really do like that project. I talked to a couple people like the Vargas brothers about the 13B that's in it. They all told me to pull that out and put another rotary back in it. I was originally going to LS swap it. I still think I could LS swap it, but I kind of just want to mess around with the rotary a little bit. I want to get some of the other videos that you'll see coming out this week. I want to get some of them cleaned up, tidied up, and then we will kick off into the Mazda. So, like the ramp truck, you'll see that. I think I already mentioned that in the video. We've got a couple things that I got to get done before we tear into the Mazda. Or actually, what I thought about doing is later this week pulling the engine out of that and kind of tearing it apart and seeing if I can actually physically fix it. Like I said, if I can't fix it, I apologize, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to rotary, but I would like to mess with it. So who knows? Maybe later this week it'll be nice out and I'll get a wild hair up my tushy and go up there and pull the engine. The door is actually in the house. It is wrapped. I just haven't gotten to put it on yet. Been kind of busy, and the car, I paid so little for it, it didn't really matter, so I just kind of left it up there. What happened to the Power Stroke that was going to go into the Fred, and why don't you just run over the Saturn? And that's by Carts and Cameras. The Fred project was just too rusty. I didn't want to put a bunch of time and money into that for something that, you know, probably was going to fall apart. So, I don't know. I don't want to say I lost interest. I just don't know body work. I don't know how to fix rust. And when I envisioned doing a 53 build, it was a nice, clean, shiny show truck. The patina look, I do think it's cool in a lot of trucks. A buddy of mine's dad actually has one. I absolutely love the truck. It's like a 64 Chevy, and it has kind of like the patina look. I love the truck. It looks awesome. It's not really the look for me. I want shiny paint when I do a 53. So we are going to do a 53 build, and just go from there. Any plans, and this is by Jordan Alita Masso? Sorry if I butchered that. I know I did. Any plans to boost the Avalanche? I don't know. I think the Avalanche is getting close to being on the chopping block. I've been driving the F450 a lot lately, and I just kind of sort of love driving the F450. David Fitzpatrick, will I do more Subaru stuff? I probably will, honestly, because those things are a dime a dozen. If I can get another good deal on one, I probably would buy one and do something crazy with it. What I kind of wanted to do to this one is actually just cut the wheel wells out and just stuff like a massive tire under it. Like, basically have no fenders or wheel wells or anything. Just kind of do sort of what Mike did with the Blazer, but not really a whole exo cage. I just wanted to kind of have, like, driver door, rear doors, and just big wheels. So I might do another one if I can find it cheap. The little stuff like that I wanted to explain to you guys. The reason I do those little project things like that is it's filler content. So, like, I've been waiting on parts now for the ramp truck for a couple days. So I would be able to make content with them while I was doing it. The Tahoe build, I'm still waiting on the headlights and the grill to get here. So, like, that was basically supposed to just be filler content. And then I actually kind of liked the Subaru, and then I just kind of, you know, once it didn't run again, I just kind of lost interest because it wasn't really worth putting the money into. But definitely a cool car, definitely fun. I enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. It's L Blount, Blount, BLOUNT_. What is your dream garage? Money out of the question. Honestly, I would probably have some of the similar stuff that I have now. I would definitely have a Ram Air Trans Am in there, and it would probably have like next to no miles on it. I absolutely love the WS6 Ram Air Trans Ams. When John Doc had his, I loved him. Andy from Diablo Formula Racing, I absolutely like his Trans Am. Now his isn't a true WS6, it's just a Trans Am, but I do still like that car. I would personally buy one with, you know, under 5,000 miles. So that would be, I know it's kind of weird to say that a Ram Air Trans Am is my dream car, but I just love that platform. I love it. I would probably have one of them in the garage. I'd probably have like a C6 ZR1 in my garage. Um, and then I'd probably just have the stuff that I have. Really, truly, what I really would want is a nice, new, brand new camper. That's kind of the only thing that I think I would want. But my kids are kind of also getting to the point where they're not really going camping, or not really wanting to go camping as much. So I'm kind of like at a tough area what I do. Like, do I buy one that I base on the kids and the family, or because my kids are 12, you know, getting up there in age, do I buy one that suits me but will actually fit them as well? Do I give them the bunk? Most of these, the tables fold down, the couches fold down, so do I let them sleep on couches, tables, and then have the rig that I want? I don't really know. So that's kind of why I haven't bought like a new camper. I'm just kind of content with this one right now. Just kind of is what it is. I don't know. I don't really have a good answer, but Dream Garage would have a badass fifth wheel camper. Happy Father's Day. Thank you. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Thank you. Happy Father's Day. And I'm going to do the last one here because I can see on the camera we're at like 10 minutes already. So the JHO 12. I know truck content really is popular now, but I like to see some more car content. And then he hashtag GTA, hashtag Pontiac. Again, guys, I do want to get that thing done, but I want to make that thing next to immaculate. I basically want to make it like a showroom build. And I don't actually have the financial means to do it right now, just being honest with you guys. So I'm kind of like backburnering it because I don't want to cut corners on that car. I hope you guys understand. You can tell by some of my projects I cut some corners to be able to do what I do. And you can definitely see it in my videos sometimes, and I apologize for that. I don't mean to like rush out videos for you guys, but I do enjoy making content for you guys. So it's kind of like one of those, you gotta pick the good with the bad and do, you know, what makes best for myself and for you guys, because I don't want to go weeks. I've gone a couple days without uploading, and my phone absolutely goes insane. Like, everything okay? Like, people checking up on me, which is awesome, and I kind of feel bad if I don't make a video. So I feel like that's why I kind of rush some of the videos out there instead of kind of like just pausing and taking my time. The other thing I like is I like sort of like Goon Squad. I've been actually watching them a lot lately, so I would love their builds. I love the fact that they can like buy something and then it's like video, done, final product. So I am planning on doing a vehicle very soon that you will see that. I'm gonna see it. You'll see it in the back burner. You'll see it in like the corner or something like that. But I'm going to get the vehicle, do what I want to do to it, make a series of videos, and then boom, release it to you. And then the other thing I was saying is like I like doing filler content, like I said with the Subaru. Those would be like kind of like filler videos and just sort of have fun with it and do things like that. I love the content that I do right now because I can either wake up and film today, or I can just kind of mess around with the kids, have family time. I do get a lot of free time to pick and choose what I want to do. So I do love making content for you guys. I'm sorry I can't do it every single day. It's very tough, super tough actually, and I do honestly try. But I do what I do, I love what I do, and it pays the bills. So that's going to end it off, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the content again, and all my lovers, I love you. All my haters, I love you too. Like, I know you guys probably think it's weird. Winston Cave actually says that, so I got to give a shout out to my boy Winsty there. But yeah. My haters probably pay better than my fans. Fortunately, that's just how it is. That's just the name of the game, and I'm okay with it. I love each and every one of you. I love my supporters more than I love my haters, but I still love my haters because they pay my bills. So take care, guys. We'll see you in the next one, and again, hope you enjoyed the content. Bye, guys. Okay, that was creepy. I don't know why I did that. I just wanted to see how long I could actually stare at the camera. All right, take care. We'll see you in the next one.